I say don't compare yourself to anyone else because
Right.
everyone's on their own journey. I remember
Absolutely.
when I was in LTech, like when I was a beginner in LTech, I would constantly look
Right.
at everyone else's work and be like, oh, why can't I get my work like this? Or, how is she doing
Yeah.
this and how is she doing that? But you have to remember that
Hmm.
everyone is on their own journey. They're probably 5 years into their journey and
Hmm.
you have to
Right.
remember they've been where you are currently. So you just have to stay on your own path, kind of put in the work and stay consistent, practice, and
Right.
eventually your work's gonna improve. You're gonna be able to do all these different things. Yeah, I feel like comparing yourself to someone else, it puts it down on your mood because you're not. What do I want to say? You're not kind of appreciating where you are at the moment. So
Right.
kind of
Hmm.
take it as a journey and yeah, enjoy the process.
Polish in my hand, I'm ready to create each nail a masterpiece. I can hardly wait. Soft pastels or vibrant hues, each tells a tale in their artistry of nails. Nothing ever fails. With each swirl and twirl, let the magic begin in this kingdom of gloss. There's no end to the wind. Gloss on my fingertips, watch them shine bright. Painted like a canvas, colors taking flight. Feeling fierce and fabulous, I'm ready to ignite. Slaying the nail game every single night. Nails and beauty talk with Asia the bird. Nails and beauty talk with Asia the bird.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Nails and Beauty Talk. I am your host, Asia the Bird. Today, we have a very special guest with us today. She is a nail tech and the owner of Phia Beauty Lounge. Please welcome Sophia. Hello, and how are you?
I'm good, thank you. How are you?
I'm absolutely doing well. It's great to have you.
Thank you. Glad to be here.
Yeah, absolutely. I want to get here. I want to get on here and talk about. Just want to kick things off by asking where you're originally from and tell us about your upbringing a little bit.
Okay. I'm from Coventry in the UK.
Hmm.
I where did I kind of went to an all-girls school, living at home
Hmm.
with my parents and my younger brother. Um,
Hmm.
and I've kind of just always been like into beauty. So from very young age, I was
Yeah.
kind of like into like makeup and hair and nails and
Hmm.
everything. My parents they always tried to keep me in like sports classes, just things to keep me entertained, like whilst I was growing up. So
Yeah.
yeah, a pretty good upbringing.
Oh, that's really, really cool. So let's talk about your school experience, like primary, secondary, university, things like that, possibly.
Okay. Secondary school. I think I was very quiet in school, but
Hmm.
then there were occasions where the teachers were saying, I kind of talk too much, which kind of makes sense why I'm in the role that I'm in now.
Hmm. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I just like to talk with the girls and stuff. So yeah, I was kind of getting told off a little bit for that in school. Also for like playing
Mhm.
in makeup when I should be listening in school. But
Yeah.
um, yeah, so that kind of was my experience in school. I wasn't too
Mhm.
sure where I wanted to go after my education in terms of like career wise.
Mhm.
I'd always had that interest in hair and beauty, but growing up,
Right.
it was kind of this stigma that if you do hair and beauty, it's not like a well paying job. Um,
Right. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
you're kind of pushed to kind of get a degree, go to university. For
Right.
me, that
Mhm.
wasn't the route that I wanted to go down because I just didn't know what I wanted to study at all. So I thought there was no point me wasting money on university for me to not
Right.
enjoy the experience or not get anything out of it in the end. Um,
Mhm.
so that's kind of when I thought, you know what, I'm gonna try the hair and beauty thing. If it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out. But it worked out for me. So yeah,
Mhm.
I went down
Yeah.
and done hairdressing. Um,
Mhm.
I enjoyed it, but I wasn't sure that I wanted to pursue it as a career.
Mhm.
And then I was kind of working in warehouses. I didn't really know what I wanted to do career wise. And that's when I found a nail course. And then
Mhm.
from then, I kind of just started dabbling in the nails a little bit, found that I enjoyed it,
Yeah.
and kind of took it from there.
Oh, cool. That's really, really cool. I want to get into as far as just the nail industry. So, who or what exposed you to the nail industry?
Um, I'd say my friends in school, because even though I used to paint my nails with like regular polish at home, it wasn't until my friend took me to a nail salon and I was like, oh, okay, I quite like this, getting acrylics done. And you just felt amazing when you walk out the shop and your nails are all cute.
Right.
So that's kind of where my interest started. I was
Mhm.
constantly getting my nails done and trying different designs. But there was a point, it got to a point where I wasn't always happy with them. So I think that's when I kind of thought, okay, let me see if I can do this
Right.
myself and
Mhm.
from there.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. And the thing is that like I can relate to that because I got exposed into nails just going to the nail salon alone.
Yeah,
Because I would watch my mom get her nails done all the time. She would have like a French tip, French, pink and white acrylic.
yeah,
And I would see the nail techs do the different designs and things like that. And that's what attracted me to the nail industry, like at 14 years old. Like it was like, yo, like people like do like nail art and stuff like that, especially like the competition stuff, the nail competition stuff. I was like really attracted to that. So it was like it just took off from there.
uh-huh.
Yeah. So it was like kind of cool, like how like a salon setting can really just take everything off as far as like with beauty.
Yeah. That like there's so much out there as well. It's like you can go so many different ways with it. So just that one experience has kind of broadened the horizon for you. Like you can go so many different ways.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely, totally, most definitely. So I want to get into as far as your nail business. So you have your own business called Phia Beauty Lounge. Tell us about your business and what services you offer.
Okay, so Phia Beauty Lounge, I started that when I was a hairdresser, and I thought, I was going to do mobile hairdressing, and I kind
Hmm.
of started my page, but I didn't really do anything with it. It wasn't until
Right,
I trained in nails that's when I kind of started posting on my page, and decided to make it into a business. So
right.
I
Hmm.
offer gel nail services. I do acrylics, nail art, male manicures as well for the guys that want to get their nails done. Um, and it's just about, I wanted to create a safe space for people to come and relax, treat themselves,
Right,
just have a little bit of
absolutely.
self care. And yeah, just I wanted to be that space for somebody. So that's kind of why I started
Yeah.
the business. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. I think that that's very, very important to have like an environment where it's safe for everyone to, feel relaxed and feel good, getting their nails and feet done and things like that. And, it's really, really cool to step into some place where you could just feel like you're getting pampered.
Yeah.
You're not always doing it by yourself all the time. So,
Yeah.
definitely is definitely like very interesting because we're seen as the therapists, not only like the service providers or caregivers, but we're also the therapist kind of like people can come and vent to and things like that. And,
Yeah.
but it's definitely, a thing of an exchange of energy for sure.
Yeah. Definitely. It definitely is.
Mm, yeah, absolutely, most definitely. So I want to get into as far as just, being a business owner. So what are some things that you've learned within this journey so far as being a business owner?
Oh, patience. Definitely
Yeah.
patience. I feel like it takes time to build a business, to build up your clientele. So you have to take your time with it. You can't rush it and kind of
Yeah,
you have to take your time and just
absolutely.
let it happen. Persevere.
Mhm.
And if it's something that you're really passionate about, then you're gonna put the work in and eventually it's gonna like come into fruition. You're gonna see the benefits of it. So yeah, definitely patience for me.
Yeah, absolutely, most definitely, totally. Now, I want to get into as far as the next question. So, there's a UK nail education organization called the Nail Tech Org, and it's founded by Amy Guy, who's also a nail tech in the UK. So, what has been your personal experience as far as being a part of the organization, and what attracted you to them?
Do you know what? I saw them on my Instagram quite a while ago, and
Hmm.
I'd been seeing that the doors were closed. I was like, wow, what is this? It's like a nail community. And I was like, do you know what? I really want to be a part of this. I want to see what it's about. So when Amy opened the doors another time, I was like, do you know what? I'm going to sign up. And
Hmm.
I did. And being a part of the Nail Tech org, it's such a supportive community. Like, it's just a
Hmm.
group of nail techs. They make a space for us to kind of network, to support each other,
Hmm.
to learn. There's modules on the platform as well. So there's so many things that
Right.
you can do as a
Hmm.
nail tech that are going to help you to build your business. And
Right. Hmm.
has so many events going on throughout the year that you can learn and you can kind of network at. And it's just,
Right.
I think it's just a really good thing for, especially for solo nail techs because it can be quite lonely. So to be able to
Yeah.
these events and meet up with other nail techs and network, yeah,
Mhm.
I think it's a great thing that she's done.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely, most definitely. And and I respect and like what Amy Guy has done as well, especially building a community where nail techs can come together and learn tricks of the trade as far as the nail industry, especially, owning a business as well.
Mhm.
I think one of the things that could be improved on as far as with the nail tech org, and me and Amy had a conversation, I think like last October of last year, it's just the diversity could be a bit more improved.
Mhm.
And I know like, and she does like have or a representation of black hands and things like that on the Nailtech org page. But I really wish there was more diversity in the organization,
Okay.
because, it's kind of like mostly, or it looks like to me, outside looking in, is more, the population of that organization is mostly white
Okay.
than it is with like different groups, stuff like that. That's just in my perspective. So I just think that could be improved on more as far as just with diversity within that organization.
Yeah. I mean, I definitely feel like over the last year or so, it has diversified a lot more, especially
Mm-hmm.
going to some of the events more recently. I've noticed a lot more diversity in the events and a lot
Mm-hmm.
more in the branding as well, like on her website and everything. So I definitely think
Mm-hmm.
that has improved. There's a lot more
Mm-hmm.
diversity when it comes to the nail tech world.
Mm. Yeah, that's definitely understandable, definitely. So I want to get into as far as just with, tips and advice. So as far as for anyone who wants to have their own nail business, like what are some tips you could give for someone who wants to have their own nail business?
Um, I would say to make sure it's something that you're passionate about or something that you are really interested in because building a business, sometimes things don't go to plan. Sometimes things
Right.
go really well, but you have to be able to kind of ride the wave and get through those tough moments.
Mm-hmm.
So to be able to get
Right.
through those moments is kind of like, okay, this is something I really want to do, and persevere through it. I would also say to if you're gonna get into nails, always look to invest in training and always like continuously educate yourself because the nail industry is constantly changing. There's always different trends and different products. So
Right.
that's
Mm-hmm.
something that you're gonna have to invest in regularly just to kind of keep on top of everything.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely, most definitely. And that's totally a good point because it's definitely keeping up with what's going on, definitely keeping up with, understand like pricing and things like that. And I think that's something that's what I will give credit to the nail tech org is as far as pricing, because I think that is something that a lot of us as nail pros or nail artists struggle with is that the thing of pricing are nail services, nail art, things like that. And I think that definitely comes with time because as you build skill, you can charge more.
Yeah,
But it's definitely, I think nail pros should start like a starting point, like, hey, like I'll charge $40 for manicure or like $50 for a pedicure, whatever services they provide. So I think it's definitely understanding. I think the whole part of pricing and things like that is just understanding worth and value just in what you do.
yes, definitely. Because I think when I first started out, I my prices were rock bottom, so it's kind of like I wasn't really making anything from it. I was kind of
Right.
selling for free, but I didn't realize that was
Yeah.
in my business in the long run. So yeah, I think definitely pricing and learning how to structure your pricing is definitely a big thing.
Yeah, absolutely, totally. So I want to get into as far as nail products. So what has been some of your favorite nail products used for nail services?
Oh, do you know what? I've just been introduced to Kinetics. I love that brand
Okay.
in it. Their hard gel. I just used it last week. It's amazing. So I'm looking to use that on my clients next week.
Mm.
Yeah, I'm just loving all the gel products at the moment.
Oh, that's really, really cool. Did they just come out? Kinetics?
No, I think they've been out for a while, but I just
Mm.
haven't used their products. And it wasn't until I got some last week. I was like, you know what, this is a really great product. Like I've really enjoyed using it. So
Yeah, 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 absolutely. Yeah, because I know there's like Jade UK. There's another, I think it's called Jenny UK or something like that.
mhm,
She has a nail brand. I think
yeah,
she's from the UK. I probably mispronounced the name, but there's like there's different nail brands like 20 Pro, some other ones. So yeah, yeah, definitely that's really really cool. Definitely, I think there's this one brand that I really really like. And it's off of Amazon, but it's called Double Rhythm. They have very pigmented like nail gels and stuff like that. Another brand I really, really like is I got into Max Estrada, Nail Couture.
Mhm.
So I really like his his heart gel,
Yeah,
and I also like the little mini lamps that he has.
yeah,
He sells the really cute lamps.
yeah. Those
Um
are like the mini ones.
yeah, yeah, the mini cute lamps, things like that. Yeah. Especially the handheld ones. I like those. I'm
Yeah.
starting to like those. You know. I want to get into as far as just with top five. So if you had a top five list of your favorite nail artists, who would they be and why?
Ooh, okay. Um, Clorgasmic,
Hmm.
Buffer Nails UK,
Hmm.
um, Bombshell Nails,
Hmm.
uh, Amy Guy, of course,
Hmm.
and ooh, top five. Emily Robin as well. I think they're all
Hmm.
really incredible nail artists.
Hmm.
Their work is all like immaculate, and then of course Amy, obviously she's built the Nail Tech All as a platform as well. So
Hmm.
just being able to create something else outside of doing nails, that's something that's
Hmm.
really inspiring. So
Hmm. I want to get into as far as nail shape. So what has been like your favorite nail shape to wear on your nails?
you know what? I used to be a diehard square nail girly, but very recently I've been changed to almond, and I just like
Okay.
it. Just looks so clean, so classy. And
Yeah.
then occasionally, if I'm feeling a little bit like I might do a long stiletto. If I'm feeling a little bit sassy on the
Right.
weekends, maybe. But yeah, I think almond's my favorite.
Yeah, that's really, really, really cool. I want to get into as far as the nail industry in the UK. So, what's your take as far as the nail industry in the UK? What are some things you like about it and how could it be improved possibly?
I think it's really creative. Like
Hmm.
over time, I feel like the creativity has just been like amazing. Like UK
Hmm.
nail artists, I feel they're not scared to kind of do the extra like nail
Yeah.
art and like all the fun
Yeah, the
design.
character art, yeah, stuff like that.
I absolutely love. Like I love having a go myself. Um,
Hmm.
in terms of things to improve, I feel like the regulations could be better.
Right.
In
Mhm. Absolutely.
terms of like just being able to buy products from anywhere, like you can buy products from Amazon, but I feel like if they're professional products, they shouldn't really be widely available for the public to use just because of allergies and
Hmm.
things that can go
Yeah, yeah,
wrong.
right. Hmm.
So I think there should be kind of more, what's the word I'm looking for? Like there should be a step that they have to go through to be able to get those products. Like
Right.
there's certain
Yeah.
oil brands where I would have to send off my certificate for them to approve that
Yeah,
I'm
right,
able to.
right. Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
So I feel like that
Agree.
should be regulated a bit more. Um, and kind of certain salons as well. I feel like maybe the hygiene standards aren't great or the
Yeah.
way in which they work. So I feel like there should be kind of ways to kind of check that nail techs are working safely as well
Right, right,
to
absolutely.
prevent any kind of issues in the long run for clients.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. Definitely. That's something I could definitely agree with because, definitely more regulations, definitely a lot more of a thing of like health and safety, that especially we're here in the US.
Mhm.
That could be improved more here, especially with regulations. Even though we have a state board and we have a certain amount of hours to really inquire to get licensed at the same time, definitely regulation could be improved on and things like that. And it's not just doing the hours just to pass and stuff like that. Is definitely a thing of more preparation for the industry, the beauty and nail industry as well.
Mhm.
Um, Definitely, I can agree with you as far as like with the nail products, especially like saying like, hey, you have to have a license to get these products and this, that, and the third, because there are some brands, especially in the UK, that do like, hey, if you're a nail pro, you put your license stuff like you get these nail products and things like that. So I'm glad there are some brands that are doing it, but definitely that could be improved a bit more as well.
Yeah, definitely.
Um, I want to also get into just as far as just with mental health. So how do you juggle with being a nail tech and businesswoman with life and mental health?
Oh, it's been tough. Like trying to find the right balance.
Right.
Because I feel like sometimes I might work and I'm working and working, but I'm not taking that time for myself. So as of very
Hmm.
recently, I've tried to make time where I have my off days. So I don't
Hmm.
work Sundays and Mondays. So I've had to kind of say to myself, even though I might have a thought, I'd be like, oh, I haven't done this, or I need to get this sorted for Tuesday. I'm like,
Yeah.
no, it's my day off. I need to switch
Yeah.
that work phone and
Hmm.
just relax. So I
Yeah.
started
Absolutely. Definitely.
going to the gym, swimming. just something where I'm taking time for myself and
Yeah.
prioritizing my own well-being as well. Because I feel like if I'm
Mhm.
not fit and healthy, then I can't work to my full potential and that kind of
Absolutely, definitely, yeah.
business and stuff. So definitely prioritizing my own fitness and everything. So yeah.
Yeah, definitely. I think definitely prioritizing health is very, very important, especially in the climate in the world now. Especially, trying to heal things like, gut health or just over especially mental health as well too.
Yeah.
I think mental health is very, very important, especially within our generation as millennials. And I like how within the younger generations we have grown to have more conversations surrounding mental health, and I think that should be established more within the nail industry space, in an international scale, because I think what people don't realize, especially in regards to clients, is that we have lives too. We deal with issues as well too. So sometimes if people, and this isn't everybody, but if people vent about their issues or negative stuff, then it just transfers on to you, and it's like, whoa,
Yeah.
so definitely I think it's a maintaining of a, not necessarily of a balance, but it's more so definitely is just making sure you consider your mental and physical health, and definitely there should be more conversation surrounding that in the nail industry.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, absolutely. So I want to get into the next question. So what does a non-work day look like for you?
Um, I feel like because it's been summer, I've been out with the girls a little bit, like going to day parties or
Nice.
just out for cocktails or going out for nice meals and enjoying the weather. But now it's getting a bit colder. It's like you might not find me outside the house. I'm gonna be home
Yeah,
with the Netflix on under my duvet. You're not gonna see
yeah,
me
yeah. Just
outside.
under the sheets. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Under the covers. Yeah.
So that's probably what I'm likely to be doing on my day off, just at home relaxing.
Yeah, yeah, me too. Yeah, that's what I've pretty much been doing at home, relaxing, doing some creative art, watching movies and TV and listening to music, things like that.
Mhm.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. Yeah, winter and fall, it's gonna be like, and those are my favorite seasons because I love to dress in layers.
Yes.
But it's like definitely sometimes staying inside, things like that. Having nice warm food.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, absolutely, most definitely. So I want to get into as far as the next question. So if you can offer one valuable piece of advice for up and coming nail techs, what would it be?
Hmm. Yeah. I say don't compare yourself to anyone else because
Right.
everyone's on their own journey. I remember
Absolutely.
when I was in LTech, like when I was a beginner in LTech, I would constantly look
Right.
at everyone
Hmm.
else's work and be like, oh, why can't I get my work like this? Or, how is she doing
Yeah.
this and how is she doing that? But you have to remember that
Hmm.
everyone is on their own journey. They're probably 5 years into their journey and
Hmm.
you have to
Right.
remember they've been where you are currently. So you just have to stay on your own path, kind of put in the work and stay consistent, practice, and
Right.
eventually your work's gonna improve. You're gonna be able to do all these different things. Yeah, I feel like comparing yourself to someone else, it puts a down on your mood because you're not. What do I want to say? You're not kind of appreciating where you are at the moment. So
Right.
kind of
Hmm.
take it as a journey and yeah, enjoy the process.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I could definitely agree with that. Yeah, definitely enjoy the process because and everyone has their journey. Everybody's journey, like how you said, is different.
Mhm.
Definitely, people kind of rush. Like one thing I kind of notice with nail pros, people kind of rush into doing stuff like other people are doing.
Yeah.
I think another thing too is just have your own lane as well. I think just because someone's doing hyper realistic nail art, that don't mean you have to do it.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? So that's just kind of the thing. And everybody has their own style, like the clean aesthetic, the cartoon, the out of the box. Everybody has their own lane of how they want to do nail art and nail design or whatever's that they do in the nail industry. So definitely patience. I can totally agree with that.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely, most definitely. So last but not least, where can people find you on social media and how can people support you and your business?
You can find me at Phia.beautylounge on Instagram and TikTok. Supporting me, you can, like, share, repost my stuff. That all helps me to kind of get my brand out there. Um,
Mm.
yeah,
Yeah, absolutely, totally, most definitely. So, thank you so much, Fia, for jumping on. I really love this conversation with you and getting to know you and your story. I love what you're doing. Keep doing what you're doing. and definitely know that I can see your business definitely growing and flourishing and things like that in the beauty space. And definitely, I'm all for Black people in the diaspora, just especially around the world, especially in the nail industry and things like that. So definitely, it is very important to highlight, just for me to highlight other Black voices that are in the nail community and things like that, because I think that's very, very important, and diversity is very, very important as well. So I just thank you again for the conversation.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate what you're doing. It's amazing. So I'm glad to be here. Appreciate.
Yes, absolutely. Take care.
Thank you, you too.
Bye bye.
Bye.
All right. Hello, everybody. Thank you all so much for watching. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel. Be sure to click the bell for notifications. Also, follow me on my social media platforms. And be on the lookout for more interviews to come very soon. Take care, stay healthy, and stay beautiful. Bye-bye.